For more than 20 years, Black Professional Men has watched nearly 200 young men grace the campuses of many prestigious colleges and universities. Joining us today is co-founder Scott Phillips and scholarship recipient Aaron White. Welcome to you both. Thanks so much for being with us.
Well, thank you for having us.
I love positive stories like this. Yeah, tell us more about the organization and who you help specifically.
Well, Black Professional Men was started in 1991. We began our Rays of Hope scholarship program in 1993. So this is our 20th anniversary. It was really focused on mentoring young African American males. And over the last few years, we've really targeted young men who are on their way to college by providing them with scholarships. Our program is much more than scholarships, though. We really focus on taking young men who have promise and making sure they're prepared to be successful when they reach the collegiate level, but also to be ready to give back when they come back.
Okay. Now, how are you going about recruiting talent? And we should add that it's just in Baltimore.
Yes, it is. So Black Professional Men, or BPM, is a Baltimore-based organization. And we have a scholarship program where young men apply. We review, we're now up to probably around 100 plus applications every year. We select 10 young men, and then they move through the program starting in the fall, right through the spring of their senior year. Okay.
So do you help them along the way in the process, or is it just, you know, initially?
Yeah. We take, we help them in a number of different ways. They end up participating in a number of sessions. And those sessions we address things like what to expect in their first year of college, how to select a roommate, the importance of networking, the importance of looking your best and being your best in everything that you do, and leveraging the skills and the talents that they've developed in high school so that they will be successful in college. So they go through that process. Aaron is an excellent story, and I'll let him tell his story about his experience.
Right, and we'd like to hear more from you. What has Black Professional Men done for you?
Well, actually, because of Black Professional Men, I'm going to the college that I always wanted to go to. They allowed me to go to Lincoln University, and in the beginning of my college search, I was looking for a lot of schools like College Park, UMBC, and I found out they weren't sending me the amount of scholarship money that I thought I was going to get. And I joined Black Professional Men, and Mr. Rod Carter, he told me about Lincoln University, actually, and I applied. I went up for a visit, and because of that, I got full tuition and fees to Lincoln University. I'm just so thankful that they did this for me.
And you're going to be majoring in psychology.
Yes.
This is a big deal, especially considering you're the first in your family to go to college?
Yes, the first of my siblings, yes.
Wow, that's really exciting. You're the older brother of 3, and so I would imagine they really look up to you.
Well, I try to be a role model as much as I can. I mean, I don't know, I can't lead them down the path they're going to go to, but I just try my best to set an example for them.
So tell us more about this partnership. He is a prime example of a success story. Tell us more about some of the success stories that stick out in your mind.
Well, we've had several. With 200 young men, I will say to you, average GPA for these young men in college, somewhere around a 3.2 over the course of the 20 years, so we've kept track of that. Fagan Harris is one of our success stories.
I believe we met him.
You met Fagan probably last year, Rhodes Scholar. Derek Dangerfield, a Fulbright Scholar. We've had young men come through who represent a number of different professions, whether it's in engineering and math, law, medicine. We've been very, very fortunate, and I believe that part of that has been the work that we've done with them as they're entering into college and helping them network with each other to understand the importance of relationship and achievement. Many of those young men have come back to our community and are working in our community today.
Yeah, and that's a really important point that you make. If you're recruiting people from the Baltimore area and you're helping them along the way to become the successful people that they are, the fact that they want to give back in that way is major.
Yeah. There's a philosophy that we share. For whom much is given, much is required. And so for many of these young men, the opportunity we present to them, what we try to instill in them, this is an opportunity for which there is a debt to pay. Quite frankly. And I think Aaron understands that, and many of the young men that have come through understand that.
What type of responsibility do you feel you bear?
I feel as though I have to give back to my community. I mean, these great men have given back to me. They've tried to lead me to the best I can be and the best I can do in college. And I just believe that later on in my years, after I have finished everything I need to do, that I should give back to young men as well.
Where do you think you'd be without their influence?
I probably would have been going to one of the colleges that I applied to, and I would have probably ended up in debt. Yeah.
So now you have a better path and feel like you can navigate it more effectively.
Yes, actually, I just feel as though life is a lot easier now. We don't have to stress about how I'm going to get to college.
Yeah.
We don't have to stress about how I'm going to get home, because we actually have the finances now that we can actually do what we need to do.
Yeah, you have a really bright future ahead of you.
Thanks.
And it starts very soon. You'll be in college with a lot of neat people that I'm sure are going to influence you as well. What more can you say about the direction Aaron's going and how much pride it gives you?
Well, it gives me a great deal of pride to see a young man who is focused, who's driven, who's proven that in his academic performance in high school. But also, I think it's very important for us to remain active in his life as a community. And with that, I think Aaron is going to, the sky's the limit.
Yeah. And what more can you say about just the importance of having an organization like this in Baltimore in particular?
Well, I think the statistics would suggest that we're having a challenge, particularly with African American men going off to pursue higher education. So our objective is to show people through demonstration that there are young men who are worthy investing in, and hopefully by their example they will affect their colleagues, young men who are in high school today and who are younger than them, that there is a path and that, you know, it's an opportunity. Your
mom's here with you today.
Yes.
What is she thinking about your success?
I'm sure she's proud of me, and I just want to thank her for all the things she's done over the past 17 years. If it weren't for her, I wouldn't be as motivated as I am today, and I probably wouldn't have done as well as I have today.
Yeah. How do people find out more about Black Professional Men?
Well, you can go to www.bpminc.org. Or you can join us on June the 15th for our annual breakfast. Well, Aaron and 9 other young men will be recognized, and they will receive their scholarships. And we'll take them through a rite of passage. That'll be at the Sheraton on June the 15th.
Wonderful. Thank you so much to you both for joining us, and you're quite an inspiration. Good luck to you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, my pleasure. Stay with us. Michael Higginbotham will tell us about his new book, Ghosts of Jim Crow. Don't go away. You're watching 11 TV Hill.